Yes, but how long shall that monarchy endure, which only on the swiftness of a sword has taken its restless seat? Strength's iron hound, pitilessly bright behind his panting prey, can guard for life's short splendor what it wants. But when the sword is broken, or when that proves swifter, all these realms with labor built, dissolving like a transitory cloud, becomes the thing it was, cleft, parceled out by discord. I have found the way to join the warrior's sword, builder of unity. But where is the way to solder? Where? O Thor and Odin, masters of the northern world, wisdom and force, I have. Some strength is hidden, I have not. I would find it out. Help me, whatever power thou art who movest the world to Eric unrevealed. Some sign, I ask. Freya, Mother of Heaven, thou wast forgotten. The heart, the seed is there. Who sings outside? Harald? Who sings outside?
Two dancing girls from Auroville. Shall they come?
Admit them. Women, who are you, or what god directed you?
The god who rules all men, necessity.
It was thou who saidst.
My lips, at least, were used.
Thou sayest. Dost thou know by whom?
Fate, for she alone is prompter on our stage, and all things move by an established doom, not freely. Eric's sword and Aslaug's song, music and thunder are the rhythmic chords of one majestic harp. With equal mind, she breaks the tops that she has built, her thrones are ruins. She treads her way foreseen, our steps are hers, our wills are blinded by her gaze.
I think the soul is master. Who art thou?
From a bleak country, reached by spoil alone of kinder populations, far too cold, too rough to love the sweetness of a song, the rhythm of a dance. With need for spur, we fled to an entire and cultured race, whose hearts come apt and liberal from the gods, are steel to steel, but flowers to a flower.
Why went you forth?
Expelled from God there. Norwegians, by the wrathful sweet constrained to Norway return.
And wherefore woke up in women now?
By thy aggressions moved.
A nobler choice of vengeance I will give them, though more hard. Ah, Gunther, thou comest from the front. What news?
Sven, Earl of Trondheim, lifts his outlawed head. By desperate chores and broken noble's joint, he moves towards the sweet.
A nobler choice of vengeance I will give them, no more heart! They waste their surge of strength in sterile form, hungry for movement, careless what their plague, splendid, disastrous, active for no fruit. Such men are better with the gods than here to trouble earth. Taken, let him not live.
Hertha, we dance before the man tonight. Why not tonight?
Because I will not act, lifting in vain a rash, frustrated hand. When all is certain, I will strike.
To me to strike while all posterity applauds. For Norway's poets, to the end of time, would sing in phrases as noble as the theme of Aslaug's dance and Aslaug's dagger.
Yes, if we succeed. But who will sing the praise of foiled assassins? Shall we risk defeat, while we sleep flung in a dishonored tomb, and Swen of Norway roams until the end, the desperate snows and forest silences, hopeless, proscribed, alone?
No more defeat. Too deeply have we drunk that cup.
The man we come to slay.
A mighty man. He has the face and figure of a god. A marble emperor with brilliant eyes. How came the usurper by a face like that?
His father was a son of Odin's stock.
His fable since he rose. A pauper house, of one poor vessel, and a narrow fjord, and some bare pine trees possessor. This was he, the root he sprang from.
But from this to tower in 3 swift summers, undisputed lord of Norway, before years had put their growth upon his cheek. If not of Odin's race, Odin is for him. Are you not afraid? You who see fate even in a sparrow's flight, when Odin is for him.
Aslaug is against. He has a strength, an iron strength. And Thor strikes hammer-like in his uplifted sword. But fate alone decides when all is said. Not Thor, not Odin. I will try my fate.
He is a pure usurper, is he not? Norway's election made him king, men say.
Left Olaf Sigvaldsson no heirs behind, was his chair vacant?
Of Trondheim, but the north and inland were free to choose.
As rebels are.
This court was seated there. To the south, rejoicing in her golden gains, crying, I am Norway. All the rude-lipped north blew bronze refuse, and its free stark head to breathe cold heaven was lifted like its his. We sought the arbitration of the sword, that sharp line last appeal. The sword has judged against our claim.
The dagger overrides.
If it's keen and swift enough. Or yet, if kindly peace even now were possible. The suzerainty, it is his. We fought for it. We have lost it. Let it rest where it has fallen.
Better our barren empire of the snows. Better with reindeer herding to survive. Or else a free and miserable death together.
It is well to be resolved. Therefore I flung the doubt before thy mind, to strike more surely. Asla, have you seen the eyes of Aryamani?
I am fair, men look upon me.
You see nothing more?
What is it to me how he looks? He's my human obstacle and that is all.
No, Aslaug, there's much more. Alone with you, absorbed. Do you see it? Suddenly, you strike and strike again, great, swift, exultant blows.
It is too base.
Unlulled, he could not perish. Have you not seen his large and wakeful gaze? This is our chance. Must not Swen mount his throne?
So that I have not to degrade myself. Arrange it as you will. You own a careful, contriving brain I cannot match.
You will
Dare
not...
to act as always Aslaug's part.
You will not shrink.
I sprang not from the earth to bond my action by the common rule. I claim my kin with those whom heaven's gaze molded supreme. Swen's sister, Olaf's child, Aslaug of Norway.
Then it must be done.
Earth, I will not know the plots you weave, but when I see your signal, I will strike.
She must be trapped. She is the fuel for my husband's soul to burn itself on a disastrous fire. Remove its cause, and the flame will sink to rest. And we in Trondheim shall live peacefully until Eric dies, as die he must someday, in battle or by revolting sword, and leave this spacious world unoccupied. Other men will feel the sun once more. Always she talks of fate. Does she not see? This man was born beneath exultant stars, had the gods to rock his cradle. He must possess his time, when fate herself runs on his feet. Then comes all things too great and soon. Death, overthrow, the slow revenges of the jealous gods. Submitting, we shall save ourselves alive for a late summer when cold spring is past.
Come hither.
Thou hast sent for me.
Come hither. What art thou?
What thou knowest,
Do I know?
does he suspect? I'm a dancing girl, my name is Aslaug, that thou knowest.
Where did Odin forge thy sweet imperious eyes, thy noble stature and thy lofty form? Thou dancest. Yes, thou hast it. Motion, song, the natural expression of thy soul comes from thy lips, floats, hovers and returns like a wild bird which swings around its nest. This art the princesses of Sweden use, and those Norwegian girls who frame themselves on Sweden.
It may be my birth and past were nobler than my present fortunes are.
Why camest thou to me?
Does death admonish him of danger? Does he feel the impending stroke? Earth, I could turn the question.
Why soughest thou out Eric of Norway? Wherefore broughtest thou here this beauty as compelling as thy song? No man can gaze on and possess his soul.
I'm a dancing girl. My song, my face are my best stock. I've brought them for gain here, to the richest market.
Hast thou so? I buy them for a price. Aslaug, your bloody fool.
Release me! Wilt thou lay thy hands on death? All Norway has not sold itself thy slave.
This was not spoken like a dancing girl.
What is a sin, John? I have no dagger with me. Will he discover me? Will he compel?
Though Norway has not sold itself my slave, thou hast. Remember what thou art, or else thou feignest to be.
Oh, caught in his snare. He is subtle, terrible. I see the thing he drives at and admire. Unwillingly the marble tyrant.
Better play thy part, or leave it. If thou wert fashioned nobler than thou feignest, confess it, mightier name, and lay thyself between my hands. But if a dancing girl, I have bought thee for a hire, thy face, thy song, thy body. This face, the earth's desire.
What canst thou do? I do not think I am afraid of death.
Far be dead from thee who, if heaven were just, wouldst walk immortal. Thou seest no nearer peril.
None that I tremble at or wish to flee.
Let this shake thee, that thou art by thy choice caged with the danger of the lion's wound. Helpless, as seen only the hunger of his eyes, and feels only the breath of his desire.
I came not here to spy,
Why camest thou then?
to sing, to dance, to earn.
Richly then earn. Thou hast a brain and knowest why I looked on thee, why I have kept thee in my house. My house. What fate has brought thy steps within? Thou hast found the way to my desire. Thinkst thou thy feet have entered to escape as lightly as a wild bee from a flower, the lair and entry of thine enemy? Disguise! Canst thou disguise thy splendid soul? And if thy face and speech more nobly express the truth of thee than this vocation can, reveal it and deserve my clemency.
Thy clemency.
Thou art
I am a dancing girl.
obstinate in pride. Choose yet.
I have not any choice to make.
If thou still struggle vainly in the night, because thou hast the lioness in thy mood, thou soulst to play with Eric. It is I who play with thee. Thou liest in my grasp as surely as if I held thee on my knees. I am enamored of the ebony hair, this body like the snow, like antler eyes. This neck seems to know it carries heaven upon it easily. Thy song, thy speech, this gracious rhythmic motions of thy lips, walking or dancing, all the careless pride that undulates in every gesture and tone have seized upon me smiling to possess. But I have only learned from fate and strength to seize by force, master, enjoy, compel, as I will thee, enemy and prisoner, or dancing girl and purchase chattel. Choose. Thou wilt not speak, thou findest no reply.
Because I am troubled by that violent words, I cannot answer your will not yet. How could he see his death? Is he a god and knows men's hearts? This is a terrible and iron pressure.
What was thy design? To spy, to slay? For thou art capable even of such daring.
Swiftly it might be done still, to bring off an hour, some minutes, oh, to strike.
What hast thou chosen?
King, mend thy words and end this comedy. I have laughed till now and dallied with thy thoughts, a little amazed. Unfeeling I stand here, who come with open heart to see the king, pure of all hostile purpose, innocent of all the guileful thoughts and blood-stained plans thou burdenest thy fierce suspicions with. This is the nemesis of men, who rise too suddenly by fraud or violence, that they suspect all hearts, yes, every word, of sheltering some dire of violence, some subtler fraud. And they expect their fall as sudden and savage as their rise has been.
Thou art my dancing girl, and nothing more. Assume this chain, this necklace, for thy life, no, think it even thy price. Thou art not subtle.
It is not so that women's hearts are wooed.
Yet so I woo thee, so do all men who enamored of what thou hast claimed to be. Art thou the dancing girl of Norway still, or some disguised, high-reaching, nobler soul?
I am thy dancing girl, King Eric. Look, I lift thy necklace.
Take it, yet be free. Thou canst not slip out from my hands by this. No faint decision will I let thee make, but one which binds us both. I give thee time in hope thy saner mind will yet prevail, not courage most perverse, though ardent rule. Only one way thou hast to save thyself. Reveal thy treason, Aslaug, trust thy king.
Necklace? No. My chains. Or wilt thou prove a god's death warrant? Hertha, Hertha, here! Counselor, art thou come?
I heard thee call.
I called. Why did I call? See, Hertha, see how richly Norway's Eric buys his doom.
He gave thee this. This is a kingdom's
A
price.
kingdom's price, the kingdom of the slain, a price to rid the nations of a god. Oh, Hertha, what has earth to do with gods, who suffers only human weight? Will she not go too swiftly downward from her base if Eric treads her long?
Sister of Sven, there are new lustres in thy face and eyes. What said he to thee?
Did Eric say, Eric to Aslaug, sister of King Sven? Kingdom's price, Sven's kingdom. And for him, my marble emperor, my god who loves this mortal Odin. What for him? By force must he return to his effulgent throne?
You were not used to a divided mind.
Nor am I altered now, nor heart perplexed. These are thoughts that naturally arise.
He loves you then.
He loves, and he suspects
What a Slav.
what we are and what we intend.
If he suspects,
It cannot matter much if we are rapid.
if we spoil it all, I will not torture Sven with useless tears perishing vainly. I will slay and die. He shall remember that he wears his crown by our great sacrifice and soothe his grief with this strong, magnificent circle. Or else bear it a noble duty to the nobly dead.
Since I consent, you shall not again blame my selfishness, nor my defect of love.
Sven then might rule. Ah, I had almost forgotten fate between smiling alert and his two partial gods.
I would be, O Odin, still monarch of my calm royalty within, by thoughts my subjects. Do I hear her come? Thou comest, thou art resolved, thou hast made thy choice.
I choose, if there's anything to choose, the truth.
Who art thou?
Aslaug, who am now a dancing woman.
And afterwards, hast thou then understood nothing?
What should I understand?
I shall do with thee. This earthly heaven in which thou livest shall not be thine at all. It was not fashioned for thy joy, but mine, and only made for my immense desire. This hast thou understood.
Thou triest me still.
I saw thee shake.
It is not easily a woman's heart sinks prostrate in such absolute surrender.
Thy heart, is it thy heart that yields? O thou unparalleled enchanting frame for housing of a strong immortal guest, wilt thou still struggle vainly in that? Because thou hast the lioness in thy mood, thou thought'st to play with Eric. It is I who play with thee. Thou liest in my grasp, as surely as if I held thee on my knees. Thou hear'st me?
Not tonight. Or too swift, too sudden.
Thou hast at leisure to consult thy comrades smaller, subtler than thyself. Better is the chosen candor and the frank soul consulted, not the guides by others breathed.
What guile who give all for an equal price? Thou givest thy blood of rubies and I my life.
Thou shalt keep nothing that I choose to take.
Because I sell myself, yet keep my pride.
What hast thou chosen? lighting and force of oneness. I will violently compel the goddess that thou art. But I know what soul is lodged within thee, thou as yet ignorest mine. I still hold in my strength, though it hungers like a lion for the leap, and give thee time once more. Misuse not. Beware. Provoke not the fierce god too much. Have dread of his flame round thee.
Strange. That look and tone. That things of a corporeal potency not only travel coursing through the nerves, but seem to touch the seated soul within. It was a moment's wait, for it has passed, and the high purpose in my soul lives on, unconquerably intending to fulfill.
What a keen and fatal glint it has, Aslav.
Hast thou been haunted by a look, O Hertha? Has a touch bewildered thee, compelling memory?
Then the gods to work.
A marble statue, gloriously designed. Without that breath our cunning maker gives, one feels it pain to break. This statue breathes. Out of these eyes, there looks an intellect that claims us all. This marble holds a heart. The heart holds love. To break it all, to lay this glory of God's making in the dust. Why do these thoughts besiege me? Have I then? No. It is nothing. It is pity works. It is an admiration physical. It's far too great, too beautiful for a dagger's penetration. It would turn, the point would turn, it would deny itself to such a murder.
Aslav, it is love.
What saidst thou?
When he lays a lingering hand upon thy tresses, Aslav, for he loves, canst thou then strike?
It shakes me. Have I learned to pity? To tremble? That were new indeed in Olaf's race. Give me self-knowledge, gods. What are these unaccustomed moods descend into my bosom? They are foreign there.
All that lie like a masculine girl within.
Touch me not.
Is it that thou fearest? Why dost thou fear? Is it thy own heart that trembles not? Aslav, is it thy heart? Lift up thine eyes. Let me behold thy strength.
Oh gods, I love. Oh, lose me.
Thou art taken. Whatever was thy purpose, thou art mine. Thou sweet and violent soul surprised, intended for me when the stars were fled. sweetly, Waslaw, to thy doom consent. The doom to love, the death of hatred. Throw no useless curtaining of shamed refusal betwixt our yearnings. Passionately take the lead of love across the abyss of hate. Force not thy soul to anger. Leave veils and falterings between our hearts. Between us, let there be a noble thing.
Let me think a while. Thy arms, thy lips prevent me.
Think not, only feel. Love only.
Oh, Eric, king, usurper, conqueror, oh, robber of men's hearts and kingdoms. Oh, thou only monarch.
Art thou won at last, the woman who deserves the musing stars with passion? Soul of Aslaw, art thou mine?
Why no, Eric? Eric, whose am I? By whom am held? I cannot think. I have lost myself. My heart desires eternity in an embrace.
Wilt thou deny me anything I claimed ever, O Aslaw?
What was there concealed within my bosom?
I take not a divided realm, a crown that shared. Thou hadst a purpose in thy heart, I know not but divine.
We will speak again, like souls that meet in heaven without disguise.
I do not leave thee, for thou art ominous of an abyss none crossed.
Yet that were best, for there has been too much between us once, and now too little. Leave me, king, a while, to wrestle with myself, and knowing this strange strife the gods have brought me to, which thing of these in me must live, and which be dumb forever.
Something yet resists. I will not leave thee till I know it and tame, for Aslaw thou wast one.
King, thou art wise in war and counsel, not in women's hearts. Thou hast surprised the secret that my soul kept tremblingly from my own knowledge. Yet, if thou wert really wise, thou wouldst avoid to touch with a too rude and sudden hand the dire god who made my spirit fear to own its weakness.
Art thou wise thyself? I take thee not for counselor.
Yet beware, there is a gulf between my will and heart which is not bridged yet.
Break thy will, unless thou wouldst me have break it for thee. The old Aslaw rises now against the new.
It rises, let it rise. Leave me my freedom!
Aslaw, no! For freedom roams the lioness midst thy passions.
Do then, O king, whatever fate commands.
I am master of my fate.
Too little. We're not masters of ourselves.
Art thou that dancing woman, Aslaw, yet?
I am the dancing girl who sought thee yet, Eric.
It may be still the swiftest way. But then my dancing woman, dance for me tonight in my chambers. I will see the singer dancing me and tear its mystery out.
If thou demandest it, then fate demands.
Thy God grows somber and he menaces, it seems. For afterwards, I can demand whatever soul and body can desire, twixt man and woman.
If thy fate permits, thy love, it seems, communes not with respect.
The world exists not between thee and me. It is burned up into immense of fire. Wilt thou persist, even after thou hast laid upon my bosom?
How did it come? Oh, what was it leaped on me and overpowered? Oh, torn, distracted heart, wilt thou not pause a moment and give leave to the more godlike brain to do its work? Can the world change in a moment? Can hate suddenly be love? Love is not here. I have the dagger still within my heart. Oh, he's terrible, and fair, and swift. He's not mortal. Yet be silent, yet give the brain leave. marble brilliant face. Thou art Odin, thou art Thor on earth. What is there in a kiss, in the touch of lips that can change creation? There's a wine that turns men mad. Have I not drunk of it? To be his slave, to know nothing but his will, Aslaug and Eric. Aslaug, sister of King Sven, who makes his bed on the inclement snow, and with the reindeer herds. That was a king. Who takes his place? Eric and Aslaug rule. Eric, who doomed him to his death if seized, and Aslaug, the tyrant, the usurper's wife, who by her brother's murder is secured in her possession. Life? Concubine, the slave of Eric, that his pride intends. But was it seized on me, heavenly powers? I've given myself, my brother's throne and life, my pride, ambition, hope, and grasp and keep. Shame on me. What happens then tonight? I dance before him. Royal Olaf's child becomes the upstart Eric's dancing girl. But what happens else tonight? One preys upon Aslaug of Norway. Oh, I thank thee, heaven, thou hast restored me to sanity. It was his fraudulent and furious siege, and something in me proved a traitor. Fraud? Beauty, the godlike brilliant eyes, her face, expressing heaven's supremacy. No, I will put it down, I put it down. Help me, you gods. Help me against my heart. I'll strike him suddenly, I will not wait. It is a deceit, his majesty, his might, his dreadful beauty, his resistless brain. It will be very difficult to strike. But I will strike. Sven strikes. Norway strikes. My honor strikes. The gods in all his life offends each moment. Hertha, I strike tonight.
For thee, you know thy name and birth.
My name is Hertha, and my birth too mean to utter before Norway's lord.
Yet speak.
A Trondheim peasant and a serving girl were parents to me.
And from such a stock thy beauty and thy wit and grace were born.
The gods prodigiously sometimes reverse the common rule of nature and compel matter with soul. How else should it be guessed that gods exist?
Who nurtured thee?
A dancing girl of Gothberg, by a lord of Norway entertained, to whom a child I was delivered. Song and dance were hers, I made them mine.
Their names, betrothed and lord.
Olaf of Norway, Earl of Trondheim then, and Theodis whom he loved.
Thou knowest Sven the rebel,
Yes, I know.
and lovest perhaps.
Myself much better.
Yes, he's a man, treacherous and rude and ruthless, is he not?
I would not speak of kings and mighty earls. These things exceed my station.
Ah, thou lovest, thou wilt not blame.
Thou art mistaken. He cannot conquer, and he will not yield, but weakens Norway. This in him I blame.
Thou hast seen that? Thy peasant father got a wondrous politician for his child. Do I abash thee?
I am what the gods have made me. But I understand at last. Thou thinkst me other than I see.
Some thought like that I had.
King Eric, wilt thou hear?
I much desire it if I hear the truth.
Betray me not to a slave.
That's just, you shall not know.
What if I came, O king, for other purpose, not to sing and dance, and yet thy friend, the well-wisher at least of Norway and her peace?
Speak plainly now.
If I showed thee how to conquer Sven without one stroke of battle, wilt thou grant my bitter need?
I would give much.
Wilt thou?
If so, I conquer him, and thy desire is something I can grant without a hurt to Norway or myself.
It is.
Speak then, demand.
I have not finished yet. Meantime, if I can avert a danger on thy head now threatening it, do I not earn rewards more rampant?
More? On like conditions then?
If I can yield up great enemies to thy hand, thou knowest not, wilt thou reject my price, confusing different debts in one account?
Is thou yet more to ask? Thou art too shrewd a bargainer.
Giving Norway needed peace, thyself friend, safety, empire, is my claim excessive?
I grant thee 3 demands.
They are all. He asks not more who has enough. Thrice shall I ask, and thrice shall Eric give, and never have an enemy again in Norway.
Speak.
Thy enemies are here. No dancing girls, but Hertha, wife of Sven, and Aslaug, child of Olaf Sigvaldsson, his sister.
It is well.
The danger lies in Hertha's hand and dagger, which she means to strike into thy heart. Tonight she strikes.
And Sven?
Send me to him, with perilous word of Aslaug in thy hands, and so with her life by his surrender, and afterwards his love, with kingly generosity and trust.
Freely and frankly hast thou spoken, Queen, who wast in Trondheim. Now, as freely ask.
The life of Sven, his liberty as well, submitted,
They are thine.
and Aslaug's life and pardon, not a liberty.
They are given.
And last, forgiveness for myself, O King, my treason and my plots.
This too I grant.
I have nothing left to ask for.
Thou hast done. Let me consign thee to thy prison then.
My prison. Wilt thou send me not to Sven?
I will not. Why though? Subtle dangers had restored to liberty. What perilous schemes might leap into thy thoughts? Shall I give Sven, that fierce and splendid fighter, such a brain of cunning to complete and guide his sword? What if he did not yield? Wilt thou not tell him Aslaug's life is safe? To prison.
Thou hast promised, King.
I keep my promise to thee, Hertha, wife of Sven. For Sven thou askest life and liberty. For Aslaug, life and pardon. For thyself, forgiveness only. I can be cunning too. Hertha, thou art my prisoner and throne.
I see. I am content. Thou showest thyself Norway's chief brain as her victorious soul. free or a prisoner, let me do homage to Eric, my king and Sven.
God consent.
This face and noble bearing cannot die. I feel as safe with thee as in my husband's keeping.
So thou art, thou close and daring brain. I would have felt myself as safe with thee.
King Eric, think me not thy enemy. What thou desirest, I desire yet more.
Keep to that well. Let us not suspect. My way I take with her and thee and Sven. Fear nothing hurt her. Go. Send here to me Asla the dancing girl. I have resumed the empire and the knowledge of myself. For this strong angel love, this violent and glorious guest, let it possess my heart without a rival, not invade the brain, not with imperious discord cleave my soul, jangling its ordered harmonies, nor turn the manifold music of humanity into a single and a maddening note.
Strength in the spirit, wisdom in the mind, love in the heart, complete the trinity of glorious manhood.
God's image is nobly perfect in the soul he made when love completes the Godhead in a man. Thou comest to me, I give thee grace no longer. What hast thou in thy bosom?
Only a heart.
A noble heart, though wayward. Give it me, Aslau, to be the secret of the dawns, the heart of Aslau housed in Aslau's breast, delivered from revolt and ruled by love.
Why hast thou sent for me and forced to come? Do thou have pity on me, even yet and on thyself?
I am a warrior, one who hath not known mercy. Wilt thou teach it me? I have learned, Aslau, from my soul and life, the great wise pitiless calmness of the gods. Found for my strength the proud swift blows that deal all resistance to the absolute walk, toss hammerstroke upon the unshaped world. Its will is beaten on a dreadful forge, its roads are hewn by violence divine. Sven, a soul brilliant and furious, violent and great, a storm, a wind-swept ocean, not a man. That would seize Norway, that would make it one. But Odin gave the work to me. I came into this mortal frame for Odin's work.
So deify ambition and desire.
If one could snap this mortal body, then Sven even might rule. Not govern himself, yet govern all Norway. Aslau, canst thou rule thyself? This is difficult for great and passionate hearts.
Then Sven must die, that Eric still may rule. Was there no other way the gods could find?
A deadly duel are the feuds of kings.
They are so.
Aslau, thou feelest for thy heart. Unruled it follows violent impulses, this way, that way, working calamity, dreams that it helps the world. What shall I do, Aslau, with an unruly noble heart? Shall I not load it with the chains of love, and rob it of its treasured pain and wrath, and bind it to its own supreme desire?
Why I am here.
Few know that, Aslau, why they have come here, for that is heaven's secret. Sit down beside me, nearer my heart. No hesitating. I do not seize thy hand.
They yet are free. Is it the gods bid me strike soon? My heart reels down into a flaming gulf. rule with love. Must thou not spare thy enemies?
When they have yielded, is thy choice made? Whatever defense thou hast against me, yet use quickly, before I seize these restless hands and the more restless heart that flees from bliss.
Desiredest thou me not to dance tonight, O king, before thee?
It was my will. Is it thine now? Dance, while yet thy limbs are thine.
I dance the dance of Theodis with the dagger. Taught to her thy Trondheim, and by her to me.
Asla, my dancing girl, thou and thy dance have daring, but too little subtlety.
What use to struggle longer in the net? Vain agony. He watches, and he knows. I'll strike suddenly. It cannot be. The senses will so overtake the will as to forbid its godlike motion. If I feared not my wild heart, I could lean down and lull suspicion, the fatal gift. My blood would cleanse whatever shame was in the touch. So one would act who knew her tranquil will. But none thus, in the burning heart sunk down.
Wilt thou dance, or wait till the enamored motion of thy limbs remember joy of thee? So would I have thy perfect motion grow a dream of love. Tomorrow at the dawning will I march to violent battle, and the sword of Sven bring back to be thy plaything, a support appropriate to thy action in the dance. Aslaug, it shall replace thy dagger.
Fate still drives me in his speech. And Eric calls my weakness on to slaughter Eric, yes. But he suspects, he knows. Yet I will strike. Yet I will tread down my rebellious heart in the night who can die and end remorse.
Wilt thou dance? Where's the chain I gave thee, Aslaug? I would watch it rise. Rubies of passion on a bosom of snow, and climb forever on thy breast a heap with the sea's rhythm as thou dances. Dance, weaving my life a measure with thy feet, and of thy dancing I will weave the stroke that conquers Sven.
Thy necklace, I will bring it. Rubies of passion, blood drops still of death. He will open his eyes, appalling with the beauty of his gaze. He did not know of peril. All he has said was only at a venture thought and spoken. Was spoken by fate. Sleeps he his latest sleep? Might I not touch him only once in love, and no one know of it, but death and I, who I must slay like one who hates, not hate, O Eric, but the hard necessity the gods have sent upon our lives, to flames that meet, to quench each other. Once, Eric, then the cruel rest. More moments, these closed lids, this quiet face, and try and dream that all is different. The moments are fate's thoughts watching me. While I pause, my brother is slain. Myself am doomed a concubine and a slave. I must not think of him. Close mind, close eyes. The unthinking hand to its harsh work. thy will with Aslaug, sister of Sven, Olaf's child Aslaug of Trondheim. For her thought is now a harlot, her heart a concubine, her hand her brother's murderess.
Thou hast broken at last.
I am broken by my weak and evil nature. Spare me not, O king, one vileness, one humiliation known to tyranny, for I deserve and I consent to all.
Aslaug!
No, I deny my name and parentage. I am not she who lived in Trondheim. She would not have failed, but slain even though she loved. Let no voice call me Aslaug any more.
Sister of Sven, thou knowest that I love. Daughter of Olaf, shouldst thou not aspire to sit by me on Norway's throne?
Desist! Thou shalt not utterly pollute the seat where Olaf sat. If I had struck and slain, I would deserve a more than regal chair. Not on such must Norway's diet rest, a weakling, with a hand as impotent and faltering as her heart, a sensual slave, with shame and grief and love. Thou art my fate, and I am in thy grasp.
And shall it spare thee?
Spare Sven, I am in thy hands.
It's a condition. I am lord of thee and lord of Sven. To slay him or to spare.
No end entreaty, I am fallen here. My head is at thy feet, my life is in thy hands. The luxury of fall is in my heart. What is thy will with me?
This Aslaug first. Take up thy dagger, dance thy dance of Theodis with the dagger. For I shall see, or shouldst thou strike defend? What thy passion choose, that thy free heart confirm. My life and kingdom, twice, are in thy hands, and I will keep them only as thy gift.
Eric, my king and Norway's. My life is mine no longer, but for thee to keep or break.
Sven's life I hold. Thou gavest it to me with the dagger.
It is thine to save.
Norway thou hast given, casting it forever away from Olaf's line.
What thou hast taken, I give.
And at last, thyself, without one covering left against my passionate, strong, devouring love. Thou seest, I live denied,
I am thine. Do what thou wilt with me.
because thou hast no help.
I have no help. The gods have brought me here and given me into their dreadful hands.
Thou art content at last that they have breathed thy blood into thy mind to snare thy soul in its own violence. Bring to me a slave, a bright-limbed prisoner, and thee to thy lord. see Odin's sign to be.
I know it now, and I recognize with prostrate heart my fate. And I will quietly put on my chains, nor ever strive nor wish to break them more.
I will be careful of the golden trust. It was unsafe indeed. And now submit, gladly at last. Surrender body and soul to us, Lord, to thy lover and thy God.
Compel me, that cannot resist thy will.
I will have thy heart surrender, not its body only. Give me up thine heart, open its secret chambers. Yield their peace.
Oh, Eric, is my heart not thine already, my body thine, my soul into thy grasp delivered? I rejoice that the gods have played the grand comedian with my tragedy and trapped me in the snare of thy delight.
Us, Lord, the world's sole woman. Thou camest here to save for us our hidden hope of joy, parted by all confusion. Someday, surely, the world too shall be saved from love by death. Thou hast saved Sven, help Norway, Aslav sea. Freya within an ish commands this room, and incense burns to her. Not Thor for thee, but Freya.
Thou for me, not other gods.
Aslav, thou hast the ring upon thy hand. Before Freya, give it. And where instead this ancient circle of Norwegian rites. The thing this means shall bind thee to our joy, beloved, while the upbuilded worlds endure. Then if thy spirit wander from its home, Freya shall find her throne and lead her back. 1,000,000 years from now.
1,000,000 lives.
The rising sun, the daylight world.
Eric, thou goest hence to war with Sven, my brother.
What knows thy heart?
That Sven shall live.
Thou knowest his safety from deliberate swords. None shall dare to touch the head that Aslav loves. But if some evil chance came edged with doom, which Odin and my will shall not allow, thou wouldst not hold me guilty of his death.
Fate orders all.
For now, I go with mercy and for love.
Sven lives. A mind, not iron gods with laws deaf and inevitable. Overrules.
Dwindling remnant of the past. Desires one man to wrest from virtue, seize from desperate freedom.
No man wavers here.
Let him depart unhurt who so desires.
Why should he go and whither? To Eric's sword that never pardoned? Our hearts were vile, unworthily impatient of defeat, serving not harassed right but chance and gain.
Eric himself would keep them true.
Not thine, my second soul. Yet could I pardon him who faltered for the blow transcends. And were King Eric not in Yara where he dwells, I would have seen his hand in this defeat. Whose stroke is like a lightning, silent, straight, not to be parried.
Sigurd smote, perhaps, but Eric's brain was master of his stroke.
Traitor Sigurd. For young Eric's part in Olaf's death, he did a warrior's act, avenging Yaroslav and Hakon slain. Yet fate, not Eric slew, but he who trusted, lured into death's ambush, when the rebel seas rejoicing trampled down the royal head they once obeyed. Him I will have one day at my sword's mercy. Ragnar, does it come? The last assault, death's trumpets.
That appears without preference, Sven. And I know he comes from Eric's army.
Ragnar, bring him in. He treats victorious. When his kingdom shook, his party faltered, he did not treat nor use any other in wielding his sword. Well, Gunther, welcome. Welcome, more wert thou when loyal.
Ragnar, Sven, and Hardignar, revolting earls. I come from Norway's king with peace, not menace.
Where then all these days behind you lurked the Northerner?
Thou art in his dread shadow, and in your mountain lair Eric surrounds you.
I will hear his words.
Eric, the king, the son of Yaroslav, to Sven, the Earl of Trondheim. I have known the causes and the griefs that raised this steel against my monarchy. Thou knowest mine that raised me against thy father, Hakon's death, my mother's brother butchered, and Yaroslav by secret sentence slain. Elected by our peers, I seized his throne, but thou, against thy country's ancient laws rebelling, hast preferred for judge the sword. Respect then the tribunal of thy choice and its decision. Why electest thou in the drear fastness on the wintry hills to perish? Trondheim's earldom shall be thine, and honors, and wealth, and state, if thou accept the offer of thy lenient gods. Consider, O Sven, thy country's good. Perceive at last thy good and ours. Prolong thy father's house. I expect thy answer.
I return to him his proffered mercy. Let him keep it safe for his own later use.
Thou speakest high. What help hast thou? What hope? What God concealed?
I have the snow for friends, and if it fails, the arms of death are broad enough for Swain, but not subjection.
For their sake thou lovest thy wife and sister. Yield.
Thou art not wise. This was much better left unsaid.
Seems your pastime to insult the seed of kings. Yet why am I astonished if triumphant mud conceives the pure heavens of its stuff in nature? To the upstart I shall yield, the fortune-fed adventurer, the boy favored by the ironic gods? Since fell by Sigurd's treachery and Eric's fate, in resonant battle on the narrow sea Olaf, his children had convinced the world, I thought, of their great origin. Men have said their very women have souls too great to cry for mercy even from the gods. His fates must be strong indeed when they compel our race to hear such terms from his. Go, tell thy king, Sven of the ancient house rejects his boons. Not terms between us stand, but wrath, but blood. I would have flayed him on a golden cross and kept his women from the household thralls that I prevailed. Can he not do as much that he must chaffer and market Norway's crown? These are the ways of kings, strong, terrible and arrogant, full of sovereignty and might. But your chief was born of huckstering earls, who lived by prudent gains. How should he imitate a royal flight, or learn the leap of kings upon their prey?
Sven Olafsson, thou speakest fatal words. Well, which thy wife and sister dost thou know?
Too far for Eric's reach.
Earl, art thou sure
What means this question?
that the gods are strong, whom thou in vain despisest? That they have dragged from Sweden into Eric's dangerous hands Hertha and Aslak? That the evil thou speakest was fatally by hostile powers inspired? Thou liest! They are safer with the Swede! I pardon thy alarm, the violent word. Earl Sven, canst thou not see that the dreadful gods have chosen the earth's mightiest man to do their will? What is that will but Norway's unity and Norway's greatness? Canst thou do the work? Look round on Norway, by a boy subdued, the steed that even Olaf could not tame, see turn obedient to an unripe hand. Behold him with a single petty pace, possessing Sweden. Sweden once subdued, thinkst thou that the ships that crowd the northern sea will stay there? Shall not Britain shake? Erin, pray loudly that the tempest rather choose the fields of Gaul. Scythia shall own our yoke. The Volga's frozen waves endure our march. Unless the young god's fancy rose ensnared to Italian joys, attracted amorously, should long for sunnier realms, or lead his high, exultant mind to lord in eastern Rome. What art thou but the babble in his march? Consider then, and change thy fierce response.
Aslak would scorn me yielding, even now and even for her. He has unnerved my will, the subtle tyrant. If this be true, my fate has wandered into Eric's camp. My soul is made his prisoner. Friends, prepare resistance! He is the thunderbolt that strikes and only threatens afterwards. It is our ultimate battle!
On the difficult rocks, we will oppose King Eric and his gods.
Take courage against Eric to defend his enemies. O you little remnant left of many heroes, save yourselves for fate. She yet may need you when she finds the men she lives perpetually, too great at last even for her hand.
Not by love only, but by force and love. This man must lower his fierceness to the fierce. He must be beggared of the thing left, his pride, and know himself for clay before he will consent to value or gift. He would not honor nor revere this unfamiliar movement of my soul, but would contempt and think my seated strength had changed to trembling. Strike the audience bell, Harald. Some say atomic chance put Eric here, Sven there, Aslaug between. But I have seen myself and know no veiled the immortality that thinks in me, that plans and reasons. Masters of Norway, hail! For all are masters here, not I alone, when my country's brain of unity, your oneness. Zwegan, at last in Norway's hands, who shook our fates. And what shall Norway do with Sven, one of her mightiest?
If his might submits, then Erik, let him leave. We cannot brook this discords always.
Norway cannot rule. Therefore, he must submit. Bring him within. We'll see if this strong iron can be bent, this crudeness bear the fire. Sven Olafsson, hast thou considered yet thy state? Hast thou submitted to the gods? Or must we, Sven, consider now thy sentence?
I have seen my dire misfortunes. I have seen myself and know that I am greater. Son of Yaroslav, do thy will. This is what you command. Son of Olaf will bear.
Thou wilt not yield?
My father taught me not the word.
Shall I? Thou hast forgotten, Sven, thy desperate words, or whether went only for the free snows and here retracted.
Son of Yaroslav, they stand! I claim the cross I would have nailed thee on. I claim the flayer's knife.
This for thyself, and for thy wife and sister, Sven.
Alas!
I think thy father taught thee not that word, but I have taught thee. Since thou liest, learn thy strength. Thou hast no strength, for thou and these are only Eric's slaves, who have been his stubborn hinder. Therefore fate, whose favorite and brother I have grown, turned wrath at you, and dragged you all into my grasp. I will that thou shalt live and yield. These yield, but thou withstandest wisdom, fate and love allied against thee. Sven Olafsson, submit, stand by my side, and share thy father's throne.
Yes, thou art fierce and subtle. And then pronounce my duty's preference then, if not my heart's, to them or right.
O narrow, obstinate heart! Had this been for thy country, or the cause men worship, then it would indeed have been a noble blindness. But thou servest thy pride, Sven, son of Olaf, not the cause of God or man or country. Look now on these. I give thee the selection of their fate. If these remain my slaves, an upstart Sven, who yet are Olaf's blood and Norway's pride, I swear this, thou makest them so. Now choose. How sayest thou, Sven Olafsson? Shall this be Eric's road? Wilt thou abide by the pronouncement, Sven? Aslaug and Herta, see your brother and lord, this mighty captive, royal ones, now fallen and helpless in my hands. I wish to spare his mightiness, his race, his royal blood, but he prefers the cross instead. Prefers your shame. Thy brother Aslaug, Herta he, thy spouse, consents to utmost shame for both. If from the ages he can buy this world, Sven still was stubborn. That to him is all. He who forgets to value Norway's will, forgets to value now your pride, your love. If he will this life,
Thus we meet. Were not the snows of Norway preferable? Daughter of Olaf,
They were high, but cold.
Won't you speak to Herta, Sven, my lord?
Mata, alas, thy crooked scheming brain that brought us here.
The gods use instruments, not us their counsel. O Sven, accept the gods and their decision.
Must we always live cold? Oh, brother, cast the snows out of thy heart. Let there be summer.
Yield, husband, to the gods. There is no shame in yielding to the
Not
gods.
to a god, although his room be earth and his body mortal.
There was a Naslok once whose speech had other grandeurs. Can it find in all its sweet and lofty harmonies that word or argument that can excuse thy fall? Oh, not to me, but to that worshipped self thou wast, my sister.
I have no argument except my heart, nor need excuse for what I glory in. Oh, brother, were we not always one? 'Tis strange that I must reason with thee.
Oh, thou mused. Therefore I fell. Therefore my strength is gone, and where a god's magnificence once lived, here it is empty. O inconstant heart, thou wast my faith, my courage. This last, thou hast gone over to my enemy, taking my faith, my courage. How great was Narrow-Wise, and must it ask so huge a recompense? Thou hast myself, thou hast my honor.
Will this persuade thee? I have nothing else.
Thou only, and so only couldst prevail. Oh, thou hast overcome my strength at last. King, thou hast conquered. Not to thee I yield, but those I loved are thy allies. On these recall thy wrath, and on my head pronounce what doom thou wilt. Thou yielding is doom enough for Sven of Norway. What wilt thou do with them? God, what wilt thou do? Oh, wherefore have I seen and taken back love into a heart that shut itself to all but death and greatness?
I will inflict on them what thou canst not endure to gaze upon. Or if thou canst, then with that hardness live. For thou shalt not. I have ways for that. Thou soulst to take thy refuge in a grave, and let these bear thy punishment for thee, heart being spared. It was no valiant thought, no worthy escape for Sven. Remove your outer robes.
What must I see?
As dancing women, these women came to me. As dancing girls, I keep them. Thou shalt see Aslaug of Norway at her trade, to dance before me and my courtiers. That begins. There is more behind, unless thou change thy mood.
Thou knowest how to torture.
And to break. Thou seest, shall I command the dance? Shall this be the result of Olaf's house?
Daughter of Olaf, wilt thou then obey?
Yes, since thou lovest me not, my brother Sven, whom else should I obey save him I love? If thou had lost me, I should not need.
Dance!
No, stay, Aslaug! Since thou bidst me love thee, not my glory, as indeed I must to save the house of Olaf from this shame, whose treacherous weakness works for him and thee.
Pause not again, for pause is fatal now.
King, I have yielded. I accept thy boons. Ere of a starveling earl, I bow my head even to thy mercies. I am Olaf's son, yet yield. That name remember. Speak this word. I can be grateful and faithful to my own disgrace.
Without conditions hast thou yielded.
No. Let these be spared all shame, for that I yield. My honor has a price, and no, 'tis small.
That's given, without terms besides.
One prayer. Give me a dungeon deep enough, O king, to hide my face from all these eyes.
Swear then, whatever prison I assign thee, be it wide or narrow, to observe its state, its bounds, and to even dare my will.
That too is sworn. Let Thor and Odin witness to my oath.
4 prisons I assign to Olaf's son. Thy palace first in Trondheim, Olaf's roof. This house in Yara, Eric's court. Thy country, whom thou yieldest Norway. And at last, my army's head when I invade the world.
Eric, thou hast surprised me with an oath and circumvented.
Hertha, to thy lord return unharmed. Thou seest, thou wast safe is in his dearest keeping. Take Hertha, Trondheim will be, and Olaf's precious. Sit, the second in the land, beneath our throne.
Eric, you let thy wounds rest. Have I not healed it?
It's true. For my next wound is to myself. Look not upon this hand I clasp in mine, although the fairest hand that God has made. Observe its ring instead, and recognize it.
It is Freya's ring on Aslog's hand. She, who once wears it, sits thenceforth on Norway's throne.
Possess thy father's chair, intended for thee always from the first. Nor be amazed that in his dancing robes I seek her. For they increase in spunk more than imperial purple. Think not, Svende, sister shamed Orfolds who came to me, spilling my blood and hers, to give thee back thy crown. A violent and mighty purpose, such as only noble hearts could see. And she yielded only to that noble heart at last, because of Odin's pressure.
So they came. Aslog, thou sawest my throne and findest it thine. I grudge it not to thee, for thy great heart deserved it. Eric, thou hast won at last, now only.
I could not shame thy sister Sven, save by my wife's grace. And this was only but a deceit to prove thy heart. And now thou seest, thou couldst not have rebelled, except by violence to Olaf's seed that must again rule Norway. In Galifar and its wife, brother of Aslog.
Husband of my sister, thou assumest our blood, and it ennobles thee to the height of thy great victories, this thy last and greatest.
Rest, brother, from thy hardship, toils, and woes, until I need the sword that matched with mine to smite my foe. Aslog, what thinkst thou? If thou art satisfied, all was well done.
Thou hast the tyrant in thy nature still. And so I love thee best, for then I recognize my conqueror. And what canst thou do but well? For in thy every word and act I see the gods compel thee.
Oh, thou hast changed me with thy starry eyes, daughter of Olaf, and hast made me a man. There was but height and iron. All thy rules of action, mercy, greatness, enterprise, sit now transplanted to thy breast, O charm, O noble marvel. From thy bosom my strength comes out to me. Mighty indeed is love, thou sangst of once Aslog, the golden hoop, mightier, swifter than the warrior's sword. Dost thou remember what thou camest to do, Aslog from Göteborg?
Only 10 days ago I came from Gothenburg.
The gods have spoken since, and shown their hands. They seal our eyes and drive us. But at last, our souls remember when the act is done, that it was fated. Us love, now for us the world